Joe Healy of D1 Baseball here with Arkansas head baseball coach Dave Van Horn ahead of his team playing in the Amegy Bank College Baseball Series presented by Kubota. His team will take on Kansas State, TCU, and Michigan. Should be three really competitive games, an entire weekend of competitive college baseball in Arlington, as has become the norm early in the season. Coach Van Horn's team sitting at 4-0 after a four-game sweep of Washington State over the weekend in some chilly conditions in Fayetteville. That's kind of par for the course this time of year. First off, Coach, I appreciate you joining us this afternoon.
Well, I appreciate you having me. It's amazing the baseball season is already here. The years just shorten up, it seems like.
That is absolutely true. It comes faster and faster every year, but for folks like you and I, baseball season being here, we'll take it. Tell me a little bit about what you liked about your team's sweep of Washington State over the weekend.
Yeah, I like the way we played. We obviously we pitched really well and we threw strikes. And, if you throw strikes, especially early in the season, it gives you a great opportunity to be in most games. And, we had four starters, four games. All four starters went 5 innings. They all stayed under their pitch count. So we got some quality starts. And I think if you look at their lines, I think three of them had 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. One of them had 8 strikeouts and 1 walk. They gave our offense every opportunity to win the ball game, and we did. Two of the games we scored in the middle of the games a lot, and then a couple games we had to battle pretty good, and it was good. It was good for us, and played a Washington State team that hadn't been outside a lot, and I think they're going to get some wins later. But on our end of it, solid baseball. Figured out a few things we need to work on, which we already know, and it's so early. You get a chance to, when you play 4 games, you get a chance to use a lot of pitching, and we got a lot of guys in there for an inning or so. It was good.
What was the value of getting pushed the way you did, especially in that game at opening day that ended up going to extra innings? How valuable is that this time of year to get a push but still get a win?
Yeah, it was a game that we felt like we just kept leaving runner after runner on base, and we had them out there. We didn't move them around and get them in, and I give credit to their starting pitcher. He was a strike thrower. He was 11-0 in junior college, and we knew he wasn't overpowering. We never threw the ball in the middle of the plate, and he pitched backwards, and that 88-mile-an-hour fastball looked like it was 92 a lot to our hitters, and credit to him. But we hung in there. Yeah, we took a 1-run lead, I think, into maybe the 9th, and they ended up scoring a couple runs. I don't know, maybe it was the 10th, but we found ourselves down. And we scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th to win the game. And, then we got after them pretty good in game 2. And it's just when you play a tight game, you get a feel or a sense how your team's going to react. And, they came off the field after we gave up the lead and we were down a run. And it could have been 2, but our shortstop made an incredible over-the-head catch, turning through to the plate on a tag, and we got him. And it was amazing. And we didn't panic. We took some pitches. We fouled off a lot of pitches. They walked a little bit. We ended up scoring 2 runs, and there you have it. So it was good to just kind of see the heartbeat there. It was kind of calm and confident, and I appreciated that a lot.
14 position players over the weekend started a game, and there were a few others that didn't start but got some time in. How much does that speak? I mean, yes, some of it's opening weekend. You want to get guys some burn, but also how much does that speak to your confidence and the level of depth you have on the position player side?
Yeah, I just feel like that now's the time to do it. We've replaced so many players over the last 3 years due to the draft and graduation. It's, we've replaced our outfield, all 3 of them, 3 years in a row. We don't have any starters back for the most part. And, you could count this year almost the same. We got 1 back in Kendall Diggs, but it wasn't the Kendall Diggs we knew because of the surgery. And he was, in and out of the lineup just because I'm trying to play some guys, but it's 4-game series. You just feel like this is a time to go ahead and throw some guys out there. And honestly, the guys that didn't start the first game, they responded really well. It might have been game 3 or 4, but when guys got in there, they did a good job.
You mentioned the strike throwing over the weekend, and just to put some numbers on it for our listeners, only 5 walks on the mound in 4 games. Can't imagine in your coaching career you've had a lot of 4-game weekends where your team has issued that few walks in an entire series.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I know that we do a great job here throwing the ball over the plate, and give credit to Coach Hobbs and his, the pitching guys for that. And, we emphasize it, obviously. if you want to pitch, and especially at this level on up, if you're giving away free passes, you're going to get beat. It's just the way it is. And, you know, Washington State, they didn't walk anybody game one until the 10th inning, and we beat them. We scored a couple of those walks. And then, in the game, the other game that was tight, didn't walk anybody. But then Monday, I guess, kind of got thin on pitch and got tired. They walked us a lot, and we run ruled them. And a lot of those were walks that we drove in. So, really, really good job by our pitching staff throwing the ball over the plate, and that includes all the relievers.
My last thing for you, talk a little bit about the event itself. You and your program are no stranger to playing games in Arlington. What continues to bring your program back to play in these tournaments?
Well, it's kind of, answered this question 2 or 3 times in the last couple of days. Why do you keep going back there? And kind of the way you're treated. You're treated like a big leaguer. Our players love it. Facility's amazing. The surface is amazing. We know we're going to play unless we have some type of disaster for the most part. It's going to be 70 degrees in there. And then it's location. It's 5 hours south. Our alumni is all over the Metroplex. Half the students at the University of Arkansas are from the state of Texas, and that's true. So we have a huge following. I mean, I don't know if we've ever played, at least the first 2 days. Now, we play some early Sunday games that might only have 12 or 13,000, but I'm talking Friday night games, Saturday night or afternoon games where, we played with 15, 18, 20 plus thousand people in there. And no matter who we're playing, we have more fans, it seems like, even when we play a couple of Texas schools. So it's just easy for us. It's easy for our fans. And everything. You go, the hotels are right there, food's right there. We really look forward to it.
Fans, of course, should be looking forward to it as well. A great weekend of baseball on deck. Again, Arkansas head baseball coach Dave Van Horn ahead of his team's time in the Amegy Bank College Baseball Series presented by Kubota, taking on Kansas State, TCU, and Michigan. Coach, once again, I appreciate you joining this afternoon, and good luck this weekend.
Okay, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.